I'm saying that to say that we tend to stick our kids in front of TVs and toys at 2, 3, 4, and 5, which is the exact wrong thing to do, because the growth of his brain, the growth that his brain is going to undergo from 2 to 5, his brain is not likely to undergo that growth ever again that quickly. And because of that, we need to take advantage of that. We need to be reading to him. We need to be teaching him how to read. Even at 2 years old, he can learn his alphabet. He can learn his colors, his numbers, his sizes, his shapes. He can begin to learn his address, parents' phone number. Don't put limits on the minds of our children, because remember, our children develop faster than the children of any other race. So when they tell you a 2-year-old can do this, a black kid can do, a 2-year-old black kid can do what their kids can do at 4. A 4-year-old black kid can do what their kids can do at 6. Our children develop faster than every other race in the world. And because of that, we got to make sure we're not limiting to what white folks say they should be able to do. Our kids can do a whole lot more than any other children. But the biggest thing right now is putting him in front of books, because his vocab should quadruple by the time he hits kindergarten. And the reason why so many black kindergartners have such an impoverished working vocabulary is we don't put them in front of books. We put them in front of television and toys. A little bit of TV is okay. Little bit of toys okay. A lot of reading, a lot of books. Get your flashcards. There's a lot of academic games. You want to do a little bit of the computer stuff, the tablet stuff, but not too much. I really believe in old school academic activities that are fun with children. Go back to the flashcards, the coloring books, teach them how to hold his crayons, how to hold his pencils. Start doing the pre-academic stuff now. When he gets to kindergarten, he should already know the letters, the numbers, the colors, the sizes, the shape, the address, the phone number, left, right, up, down, parts of the body, bones, eyes, lips. He should be able to identify all the parts of the body. At his age is when they are most able to increase their vocab and learn basic bits of information, bones of the body, colors, numbers, anything that requires a lot of digits, a lot of bits of information within a larger set. He can master all that stuff right now.
Okay. Thank you so much, Dr. Umar. You have really answered a lot of my questions and set my mind at ease this morning. I really do appreciate it.
No problem, Queen. No problem. Keep me posted. Anything comes up. Important for us as black men raising black boys that we begin to introduce some form of behavioral expectation for our children as they get closer to their 3rd birthday. Because a lot of times what happens is we kind of let them do whatever they want when they want. We don't ask them to sit still. We don't ask them to sit down. We don't ask them to stop. We don't ask them to be quiet. We don't ask them to pay attention. And then they get to daycare or preschool. And the first thing happens is the white teachers are complaining about the behavior of our children, which is normal behavior because they're kids, but we got to realize that black boys are always going to be criminalized, and white supremacy doesn't care whether he's 3, 13, or 23. They're going to criminalize him. So you're just going to have to make sure that around 2.5, getting closer to that 3rd birthday, you start introducing just a little bit of discipline in there. Have him sit at a little preschool desk and play in the, write in the coloring book a little bit. Make sure he takes a nap during the day and actually stays in the bed when he takes his nap. Make sure if he has a temper tantrum, he's put in time out. Basically, you want to make sure he begins to learn that there's consequences for behaviors and there's consequences for decisions. And a lot of our children don't learn that there's consequences for your behavior until they get in front of these white teachers. And then they start being emotionally abused. And we don't want that. So you just want to make sure you don't want to abuse them. Okay. And we don't need to physically spank them either. But timeout can be a very, very powerful consequence for children who don't know how to listen or don't want to listen. Because remember, the most important thing to a child is parents' attention. Your attention is more important to them than food or oxygen. They want their parents' love. And so sometimes you have to deprive them of your attention in order to get them to do what you want them to do. But you want to introduce that. Our children have to have some degree of self-control. They're kids, so they're not going to have total self-control, but they need to have some degree of self-control. They need to be able to respond to the instructions of adults when they get into daycare and preschool. And if they can't do that, they're going to have a difficult time. So you want to make sure you practice some of that at home.
Absolutely. Well, no, man, that's definitely good information. And by the way, he is in daycare already. And by the looks of things, he is doing well, by what his daycare teachers are saying. And that thing that you said that, the young boys do get criminalized at an early age, and even from the outset, even going into their teens and adulthood, I do believe that is a thing that definitely happens 100%. So just to even shed light on that, yeah, I'm definitely going to take those steps into making sure that my presence is a priority and that we could meet it right then and there so we can avoid any type of things that could be, detrimental to his growth. So, Dr. Umar, thank you for the information. I appreciate it.
No problem, King. Take care now.
Be safe.
All right.
Thanks again.